YouTube? This is Adam from reelerin.com. Just thought I'd reply to a question I got from a reader. He asks, how do I ask a waitress out? Um, I've done this a couple of times actually without even thinking about the fact that the girl is a waiter. To me, asking a girl out is just the same across the board. Really, I don't think of the girl as a waitress then and there. But I guess in addition to all other things that apply when it comes to picking up girls, when it comes to picking up a waitress, it's not much more different than um, when you usually pick up a girl. The number one rule being you have to be bold because no waitress is gonna go out of her way unless you look like a fucking model um, to give her number to you. So this is on you. And if you're looking to ask a waitress out, you have to be bold. That is my number one tip. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You can't just sit in a coffee shop forever and, maybe have a little eye contact with the waitress forever and ever. You know, after a certain time, you need to act, provided that she's shown interest in you, which I guess would be the number one rule in reality, because you need to gauge their interest at the very first stage, really, because if you're sitting at a coffee shop or at a restaurant and the waitress never looks your way and you have no sort of contact whatsoever with her, maybe she's just being super professional or she's just not interested at all. Um, um, so I would say try to gauge her interest, try to look her in the eyes a bit, try to see if you can get her to, show you a little something at the very least, so you know that you're not going up to a wall later on when you're gonna ask her out. But if she shows just a tiny amount of interest, then I would just go at it, really. And I would simply ask her out. And it doesn't have to be super weird. You can even, I mean, if she has a supervisor or something of the likes nearby, constantly watching her, then you have to play it really cool. Um, Now, I've done stuff like, write my number on a napkin, and I've had times where they've written their numbers on napkins as well. Nothing is impossible once there's attraction from both sides. And there's a saying in which they say, if there's a will, there is a way. And if you are attracted to the girl and the girl is attracted to you, then something will happen. If you're both working towards the very same goal, then stuff will happen. So asking a waitress out isn't much different than asking girls out in general. Sorry. I recommend you to really gauge her interest at the very first. See if you can lock eyes with her. See if you can get her to smile, or if you can, if she smiles at you from afar. Um, that way you know if she's interested. But locking eyes with you is a pretty good indicator. And when you do ask her out, since she's a waitress, try to be very discreet. Try to maybe write your number on a napkin, or rather, try to just talk to her and ask her out while she's asking you for a side order. And if she seems interested, maybe you can just really quickly give her the number you've already written down on the piece of paper, so as to not just give her a piece of paper with your number on. That would be kind of weird, I guess. Um, but um, but asking a waitress out, like I said, is just like asking any other girl out. It doesn't have to be that hard. You just need to ask her out, literally. Hey, you want to grab a coffee sometime? She even works at a coffee or a restaurant, for God's sake, so she knows all about it, and she's probably just waiting for you to ask her out if you've had a few looks towards her, and she's had a few looks towards your way. So it's bound to happen if you're both attracted to each other. So what are you waiting for? Just ask her out. So like I said, my name is Adam. This is my YouTube channel. Feel free to watch the rest of my YouTube videos. I also run a blog named reelerin.com. There's a link in the description to my blog where I write about stuff that's related to the stuff I talk about on YouTube. So make sure you pay those places a visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good one.